As a handsome and attractive man, your behaviors and your actions must match your looks if you want to successfully attract women to you. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 4 different reasons why this is extremely important. And I want you to really listen closely. I want you to make sure that you stay throughout this entire video, and that way you don't miss any of these reasons. Because if you miss at least one of these reasons, right, you're going to struggle with women in a sense where you're not going to be able to maximize your success with them as a handsome and attractive man as you otherwise would if you actually stayed throughout this entire video. And this is very important because this was something that I struggled with when I was younger. I didn't realize how important it was that your actions, your behaviors, your personality traits were in congruence and aligned with your looks. Because the way that women perceive handsome and attractive men are completely different than how they perceive average to below average men. And if you don't understand this, you're not going to be as successful with women as you otherwise could if you did understand this. Now, before we get into the 4 different reasons on how your behaviors and actions should match your looks and why this is extremely important, before we get into those 4 reasons, I want to let you know that the price to my inbound attraction blueprint program is going up by 4x, and it's going to be increased to 4x the price that it is at right now on March 14th. So on March 14th, in 2 weeks, 13 days from now, the price will be 4x. And in that program, I show you how to become the handsome and attractive man that women are drawn to, that women chase, that women want, that they view as a prize, the man that women are sending likes and matches to on dating apps, the man that women are giving the choosing signals to. Hell, they may even approach you or send their friends to approach you. The same type of man that women are wanting to pursue constantly, that they want to be in relationships with, the type of man that has a thriving and abundant dating life on autopilot. If that is something that you're interested on achieving, then I would highly suggest that you check out my inbound attraction blueprint program. Again, the price is going up by 4x on March 14th. I don't want to hear no one say, oh, I didn't warn them or all this stuff. As soon as March 14th hits, that's when the price is going to go up by 4x. If that's something that you're interested in, then definitely check out the program after this video. I'll have the link down below in the description in the pinned comment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's hop into this, man. This is extremely important. So listen closely. Number one, women already perceive you as someone who gets a lot of women, right? And they do this in different ways. They're going to perceive you as a man that gets a lot of women in different ways. So here are some of the ways. They're going to assume that you have a lot of women around you, whether this is in person or online, or typically both. They're going to believe that you have a lot of options of women. They're going to assume that you're a player, that you're an arrogant asshole, that you're into yourself. And if you think about it, all these traits have what in common? A man that's abundant, is a quote unquote player, an arrogant man, an asshole, a man that is very really into himself, right? That's a man that's in abundance. And the reason why he has those traits is because he has evidence, he has results that allow him to be that way. Now, I'm not saying go outright be arrogant, be an asshole, be cocky, or anything like that. But typically, those are the traits that women assume that handsome, attractive men will have, because handsome and attractive men attract women to them, and they have the results that would really warrant them to act that way. I'm not saying they should, again, but they have the results that would allow them to act that way, right? And because women already know that you get women, or they assume that you get women, you have social proof working for you. That's why I tell dudes, man, maximize your looks and your physical appearance to the best of your ability. Because guys, there's dudes that get too caught up in external status, like followers and social media influence and stuff. And that stuff will only really matter as an amplifier if a woman's attracted to you from the get-go, because the looks, the physical appeal, the physical attraction that woman has for you, that's the foundation of attraction. I don't care what any dude says. That is the foundation of attraction. Not money, not status, not no whack-ass game. It's going to be how they view you based on their physical attraction for you, right? Their genuine desire and attraction for you is the foundation of attraction. I don't care what anyone says, right? But with that being said, you don't need to put on this front or go out of your way to be cocky, to be arrogant, to be an asshole, or anything like that, because the woman already knows that you're attractive. She already knows that you get other women. Because if she finds you attractive, she just automatically assumes that other women find you attractive, because women know the type of traits that they find attractive about a man. So if they see that you have those traits, like sharp jawline, strong facial features, a V-shaped, strong, aesthetic body, height, nice fashion, style, grooming, all these things. They already know other women are going to find those same things attractive. So therefore, they assume other women find you attractive. That's social proof. You got pre-selection working for you. Her thoughts give you social proof. Her thoughts give you pre-selection off rip. That's why you don't need to do a whole bunch of talking. That's why you don't need to let women know or be braggadocious that you get other women. You just got to sit, talk to her, and exist because she already knows that. You already have status working for you. You have social status working for you as it is because of your looks, because of how she views you from an attraction lens, I should say, right? And here's the thing, because you hear women complain about guys being cocky and arrogant and having all these traits, and they make it seem like it's a bad thing. And I personally, again, I don't believe you should be acting that way and going out of your way to, be like this dude. But I want you to also understand something. It's not that they don't like those traits in those men, because it's always those type of men that they're constantly pursuing and chasing that just coincidentally has those traits. They just don't like to be on the negative side of the man that has those traits. I repeat, they just don't like to be on the negative side of the man that has those traits. Basically, they don't want to be, a woman that is just in his rotation and he's been lying about it, right? Or he's cheating on her, or he just easily replaces her like she was nothing. Because guys that are arrogant, that are cocky, right? Those are some of the things that they do. Not every single man. And that's the thing a woman needs to understand, is that just because a dude has the looks of somebody that could have those traits doesn't automatically mean he does. But those are typically the type of things that men that have those traits usually do, which is why women say they don't like those traits. But they really say they don't like those traits as far as being on the negative receiving end of those, being the woman that the man with those traits dogs that woman out, replaces her, cheats on her, right? But they do like those traits though. They like those traits when it benefits her. What do I mean by that? I've had women tell me, Jordan, you could be more cocky and arrogant, or admit to me that they do like a little bit of cockiness and arrogance. But you want to know the moment that they reveal this stuff to me is after the bedroom, after I make them finish and they have a great experience with me. That's when they tell me all these things. You see, when you're cocky and arrogant, when you're first meeting a woman and you're going on a date with her, and you're being all cocky and arrogant and into yourself before she's been able to benefit from you, for her to then be like, okay, yeah, he deserves to be arrogant and cocky, right? Because they don't like that from the beginning, because you didn't do anything to benefit her, to then have her be like, oh, okay, yeah, he deserves to be a little cocky and arrogant. You didn't do anything. You didn't benefit her, and you didn't get her to invest in you for her to think that way. But usually it's going to be when you put it down well in the bedroom and you can make her finish and have a great experience. That's when they're going to say stuff like that, because they just benefited from you. They just benefited from you in that regard, right? You're not just only a handsome and attractive man, but you're now the handsome and attractive man that also put it down well in the bedroom, that made them finish, especially if they never finished before, or it's like extremely rare for them to do so. Now they look at you as a different man. They now halo you, right? I'm telling you, giving a girl a good deed does a lot for you. It does a lot for you. They halo you, meaning they look at you in a higher regard now, right? They look at you in a higher regard. So just keep that in mind, man. But women are already going to perceive you as someone who gets a lot of women. So if you showcase behaviors that go against that perception, that's when they're going to start to be questionable about you. That's when they're going to start to second guess their attraction for you. That's when they're going to be unsure about you. That's when they're going to be skeptical, because like, oh, I thought you were this dude that gets women, but now you're kind of acting a little bit different. Like, you're acting like you don't know who you are. You're acting like you don't understand your value. You're acting like you are inexperienced as far as being needy, constantly chasing the woman, right? Acting like she's your only option, lying when she may, directly or indirectly ask you if you have options, or try to, start little conversations or say little things to try to see if she's the only woman that you're seeing, without her coming out right saying, hey, am I the only girl that you're seeing? Right. And then you deny that you have options, or you deny that you can get other women, or you deny that, you've been able to get women to, come into you in the past or whatever. When she sees that you do all that, all those things are behaviors and actions are incongruent with her perception of you. And the more traits and behaviors that you showcase that go against her perception of you, you start to work against yourself and you start to lower her attraction for you. So, because women already perceive you as someone who gets a lot of women, you have to be congruent with that perception. You have to be congruent with that perception. And I would say the best way to do that is just don't be needy, don't be scarce for women, be indifferent, and just simply come off like a man that has a lot of options around him. Even if you don't have a lot of options of women around you yet, how would a man that has a lot of options around him carry himself? Think about that, implement that, and you're going to see better results. Now, moving on to number two is that you must carry yourself like the prize because that's how she views you, right? Women view you as a prize because they know that you are. They know that you're rare. A handsome, attractive man is extremely rare. So, with that being said, you are the prize. If we're going off of rarity, you are the prize. So, therefore, since you are the prize, the woman is viewing you that way and she wants you to act that way. See, women love the thrill of the chase, they love the pursuit. Unattractive men, men who are simps, they don't give her that thrill. They don't give her that thrill of the chase, but the handsome, attractive man does because he has other women coming to him. He's, he's filled with a bunch of options, right? So then, therefore, since he has a lot of options, he can attract other women to him. There's a pursuit there. There's an opportunity for her to chase because we all want the things that we can't have. It's psychology, right? But when you carry yourself like the prize, you know you're that dude. You know you can attract other women to you. You know that you're in abundance. You know that you can easily hop on a dating app, get women. Or if you go out, you'll get tune signals. You can start a conversation with a woman and she's gonna be into you. You know what I mean? You know you can attract other options of women to you. And they want you to act that way. They want you to act that way because it reinforces their decision in you. It reinforces their decision in you as far as wanting to deal with you. It reinforces their attraction for you. It also boosts their ego. It boosts their status in their friend group because handsome, attractive men are rare. Women know the type of traits that other women find attractive in men because they are a woman themselves. So then, when you are a handsome, attractive man that they can brag about to their friend group, which they will, it boosts their ego. It boosts their status up. But when you act like the dude, typically the unattractive man, the simp, that doesn't elicit any of those type of responses from women, that can't evoke those same type of feelings and emotions in a woman, and you start to go against her perception of you and you start acting like you're not the prize, that's when she's going to lower her attraction. That's when she's not going to be as attracted to you. Right? Now, depending on the varying degrees of attraction that woman has for you, you can mess up from time to time and she'll let things pass by, but the more you mess up, the more you're going to be lowering her attraction, right? But women want you to act like the prize because they also want to pursue you. They want to chase you. They want a man that they believe is the top dog. They want the best option that they can get. They want a man that they can look up to because they want to follow the leadership of the man that they're attracted to, that they want. Not just any man, but the man that they want, the man that they are attracted to. And if you're not carrying yourself like you're the prize, if you're not understanding that you are a rare man out here, that there are a lot less handsome, attractive men in comparison to beautiful women, if you don't understand your value out here, you're going to act that way. Your actions, your behaviors are going to demonstrate that you don't know your value, that you don't have a lot of value, even though that's not the case. You're going to act in a way where you're a scarce man. And that's going to come out in the way that you represent yourself, you interact with women around you, and they'll be able to feel it, they'll be able to sense it out, and it's going to lower their attraction. So make sure that you carry yourself as a prize. Again, you're being detached, you're not needy, you're not in scarcity. Why? Because you know you can attract other options of women to you, right? Or even if you've taken a break from dating, or maybe you're not going out a whole bunch, because that's one thing I've noticed with dudes is that even handsome, attractive men that have gotten women in the past, whether it was through online dating or in person, whatever, if they're like in a state where they're just focusing on their grind, on making money or whatever it is that they're focusing on, and they put dating to the wayside, when they're not constantly exposed to women either in person or they're not exposed to opportunities where they can attract women to them, like let's say on a dating app, They start to second guess themselves. They start to psych themselves out. They start to manipulate their own selves, thinking that they can attract women to them. There's something wrong with them. They're not attractive, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you're not getting enough exposure therapy to constantly reinforce and remind yourself that you can attract other women to you, right? So even if you're not dating right now for whatever reason, you have to constantly remember that you are a man that can attract women to you. Assuming that you've attracted women to you before, reflect on your evidence and remember that you are that dude, and you have to carry yourself like you are the prize. Because when you carry yourself like you're not the prize, we all know how women are going to act. They're going to pull back, they're going to get repelled, they're going to switch up, right? Their communication is going to be a lot more infrequent, they're going to flake, they're going to act like a completely different person. It just doesn't work when the man doesn't act like he's the prize, especially as a handsome, attractive man. She's already perceiving you this way. Another way to really showcase that you are the prize is just don't feel like you need to sell yourself on her. Don't feel like you need to prove anything to her. Don't feel like you have to win her validation, like you have to win her approval. And matter of fact, you should be unsure about the woman. What do I mean by that? Her beauty, her looks, it shouldn't be the only qualifier, right? Okay, her looks got you into the door. Her looks attracted to you. But what about her behavior? What about her personality? How does she conduct herself in front of you? How does she treat you specifically? Right? Be unsure of women. Get them to earn your validation, to earn your trust, to earn your time, to earn your approval. Especially as the rare man, you're the one that is more rare than her. So if anybody's in the leverage position, it's you, not her. So she needs to be working for you. I don't care how that sounds. It's the damn truth. It's the truth. She should be working for your approval. You should be unsure about her because outside of her looks, which doesn't do anything for you, what else has she done to qualify herself to be the woman that you decide to invest your time, effort, and energy into? She hasn't done anything yet. So you need to be unsure about her. You need to be unsure about her. And then that's what's going to make her want to prove herself more to you. And if she really wants you, and if she views you as a prize, she will make sure that she works for you to earn you like how everybody else earns the things that they deem as the prize. That's how you stay in congruence with that perception. But we don't want to do this to try to put on an act and be a character out here like we're in a movie. This is how you should conduct yourself as a man in general. So then it's not a character act. It's not no whack ass game or manipulation tactics. It's real life because that's how you carry yourself. And your actions give you the evidence to showcase to you that that's exactly who you are. You are the prize worthy man. So just keep that in mind because, bro, you're rare out here. Handsome and attractive men are in less supply, so therefore there's a higher demand for them. And when you realize that, you're going to carry yourself like the prize a lot easier. Number 3, don't be needy for intimacy or relationships. And this is a big one because handsome and attractive men, although they can attract women to them, they struggle with this because they have desires, they have, you know, they we have biological wirings and stuff like that where we want to reproduce with women and all this stuff. I get it, but you have to learn how to control your body. You have to learn how to control your lust. You have to learn how to govern yourself. You have to learn how to exercise discipline. But you also have to understand like there's no reason for you to be needy for intimacy and especially relationship as a handsome and attractive man because you'll be able to attract women to you that would want to be intimate with you, that will want to be intimate with you as soon as they see you. And you won't have to say a whole bunch for them to actually be intimate with you, right? So it's like, why are you so damn needy for her intimacy? Because that's the guys who don't get women, that's how they act. As a handsome, attractive man, you should be almost like when you eat a lot of food and your belly's stuffed, right? And you're like, man, I don't want to eat anymore. I'm full. You have to act like you're full. You have to act like you are a full man because you are, or you have the capability to be. You have the capability to be full. You know you can attract other women to you. So why the hell are you worried about being so quick to be intimate with her? Why are you needy for that? Why are you rushing that? Right? And what I mean by that is like, don't feel like you got to get with her on the first night or the first date. See, that's my mindset. I don't worry about that stuff anymore because I know it's going to happen. I don't need to rush. I don't need to bring it up and be needy about it. Why? There's no reason to. And if it doesn't happen, okay, cool. I'll find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's how you have to carry yourself, right? Because guys who don't have any options are needy. They're the ones that are so damn controlled by lust, by sex, and women can see that. And that tells her that you don't get other options. Other women don't find you desirable. You might not be a safe enough dude to attract other women. So therefore, she's going to get repelled by you. She's not sure about you. That's when she's not going to be feeling you. She doesn't really feel safe with you, honestly, in that regard. Right? So when you know you can get other women to you and you can generate, options of women that would want to be intimate with you because they find you physically attractive, right? And then of course, like you guys have a conversation, you guys, have good chemistry and stuff like that, and then things just, lead to the next thing. You know that stuff's going to happen, man. And then especially when it comes to a relationship, listen, because you are the rare man, you are the man that has the leverage. You shouldn't be advocating for a relationship, in my opinion. I'm not saying sleep with as many women as possible and be promiscuous and be reckless. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. If you want a relationship, that's good, right? But you shouldn't be the one advocating for it, because here's the thing, just like how when we earn something, we work our ass off to achieve something, what do? We treat it with special care. We appreciate it. We value it highly. Well, if you want a woman to value you highly and not just treat you like you're just any kind of dude, you know what I mean? And actually treat you like the prize, treat you like the king, you have to allow her to earn that, to showcase, to prove herself as to why she should be the one to lock you down when you can attract other women to you. Why her? Why her? That's the question that you have to ask yourself, is why her? What's in it for you? Why her? Because if you're the one that's, initiating the relationship and stuff like that, you're putting her on the pedestal. That's clearly telling her that she's in the leverage position. And it also showed her that she didn't have to work at all to really, get you to lock her down, other than her looks, than her beauty, than the intimacy. But then when the roles are reversed and they're flipped, when you are that rare man, when you're in the leverage position, that's when you're going to see that they're going to be the ones that do that. And they want to. That's the thing. I don't care what anyone says, they want to. And then when she's actually earning your relationship, when she's earning your time, when she's earning your exclusivity, she's going to value you a lot more. The relationship's going to be a lot better, especially when she's the one that's advocating for it. That's coming from a place of desire. That's coming from a place of desire. You're not making her do it. She doesn't feel like she has to. She wants to. People do things that they want to do, not what they have to do. That's typically what they gravitate to, if you really think about it. But you want her to earn your exclusivity. You want her to work hard for you, because it shows you and her that you are the prize, you are her top option, but it also shows you that she qualifies to be around you because she worked for it, and that she's going to value you. And the way that she treats you is going to be the result of the hard work that she had to put in to attain you, which is also communicating to her and reinforcing to both of you that you are the prize, because she had to work hard for you. Right. So just understand that, because at the end of the day, she needs to earn your exclusivity when you don't have to be exclusive to her. You want to be the man that chooses to be exclusive to her, but not feel like you have to be exclusive to her. I'm not saying don't be exclusive with women. I'm not saying that at all. You just want to make sure that you are the one that's choosing to be exclusive with her, and that she's working for your exclusivity, and not being a man that doesn't have any options, that's in scarcity, that's needy, that's dependent, and he feels like he has to. Because here's the thing, as a handsome, attractive man, you don't need to. You don't need to be in a relationship to get women. You don't need to be needy for intimacy. You know you're going to get it, right? So why are you being needy? You shouldn't. And women know that. They know the handsome, attractive man isn't needy for intimacy, for a relationship, because he knows he has options. He knows he doesn't have to be in a relationship if he doesn't want to. Keep that in mind. And then the fourth and final way to be congruent in terms of your actions and behaviors as a handsome, attractive man is just simply don't be afraid to walk away from the woman. Don't be afraid to walk away from her, because the men that can attract other women to them, they're not afraid to walk away from the woman because they know they have options. They know they have options, or even if they don't have options right away that they could, easily hit up, they know it's not going to take them that long at all to generate new options. Because guys who can't attract women, the guys that women aren't attracted to, that women ignore, the guys that are invisible to women, the simps that women are repelled by, those are the guys that are needy. Those are the guys that can't walk away from a woman because they struggle to even get one. So you telling me that if they find a way to luck out and get a woman, that they're not gonna be latched onto her and clingy to her? No, they definitely will be. But as a handsome and attractive man, right, when you can attract other women to you, because you know you have options, because you are confident in yourself to know that you don't have to just settle for one woman, or that you have to be attached to one woman. You know you can generate other women if you want to. You don't have to feel like, you got to be attached to the woman. You have to be dependent on her. You can walk away from her. And really, when I say you can walk away from her, I'm not saying this from a toxic perspective, but more so it's like, you know that if you decide to stick with a woman, it's because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. And those are the best type of relationships, because if you feel like you have to, that means that you're really with her for a specific benefit, not for her. And that's going to come out in the way that you treat her, and vice versa. But when you are with someone that you want to be with, that you genuinely want to be with, that's also going to come out in the way that you treat them. Right now, of course, we're all getting something from a relationship, right? So I'm not saying there's no benefit, but it's more so about you wanting to be with her versus feeling like you have to be with her because it's only her that you can get a certain thing from, a certain benefit, a certain outcome from. But as a handsome, attractive man, when you have other options, when you can attract women to you, you don't have to be needy or dependent on one woman. And it's going to be a lot easier for you to walk away. And that's also going to come in the way that you carry yourself. You're going to be a lot more calmer, a lot more cool, a lot more stoic, a lot more masculine, a lot more self assured, indifferent, chill, relax. You're cool. You're good, because no matter what happens, if shit hits the fan and you guys go your own separate way, you're gonna be good. Or if a woman does something that you don't appreciate, that goes against what you want in terms, of a partner, or whatever it is that you want from a relationship with a woman, whether it's casual, it's exclusive, it's long term. If she does something that goes against that, you can walk away and that you're gonna be good, because you know who you are, you're valuable, you know that you are a rare man out here, and you know that you can attract other women to you. And if you want extra help when it becomes to become the most handsome, attractive version of yourself, and being able to think this way and act this way because you have the evidence to support this, and you want to be a man that can attract an abundance of options to him, right? And never have to worry about being needy or in scarce of women ever again, and just really get that monkey off your back of knowing, like, man, can I attract women to me? Can I generate other options of women? Can I get the women that I want? If you want extra help when it comes to achieving that and learning how to do that step by step, this is exactly what I teach inside my Inbound Attraction Blueprint. And like I told you at the beginning of this video, the price is going to 4x on March 14th. So if you want extra help when it comes to becoming the handsome, attractive man that women view as a prize, that they chase, that they're drawn to, that they want to pursue for relationships, and that they treat like a king, because this is exactly what I've showed men how to do inside the Inbound Attraction Blueprint, and get my personal guidance as well, because I have a group coaching program that's a part of the Inbound Attraction Blueprint. If that's something that you're interested in, then I would highly suggest that you check out the Inbound Attraction Blueprint. I'll have a link down below in the description, in the pinned comment. And just remember, the price is going to 4x on March 14th. So don't wait, don't miss out. Now is the time to hop in. And if you got a lot of value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next video.